When people picture the RMS Titanic, one of the most recognizable features is its four massive funnels rising above the decks. These towering structures became a symbol of the ship's size, power, and luxury. PLZ subscribe. But hidden behind this famous design is a detail that surprises many people even today. Only 3 of Titanic's funnels were fully functional for exhausting smoke from the boilers. The 4th funnel had a very different purpose. To understand why Titanic had 4 funnels, we first need to understand what funnels actually did. On steamships of the early 20th century, funnels were connected to the boiler system. Coal burned in the boilers created smoke, heat, and exhaust gases that needed to be vented safely away from the ship. Funnels provided the pathway for this exhaust to escape upward into the atmosphere. Titanic had an enormous steam system. Deep inside the ship were multiple boiler rooms, where coal was burned continuously to generate steam for the engines. The first 3 funnels were directly connected to this system and carried smoke and exhaust from the boilers. The 4th funnel, however, was different. It was not primarily used for boiler exhaust in the same way as the others. Instead, it served several secondary purposes, including ventilation for spaces below deck. Air circulation was extremely important on a ship the size of Titanic, especially in engineering areas and enclosed compartments. The 4th funnel helped move air through certain sections of the vessel, but ventilation alone does not fully explain why it existed. The 4th funnel also played a role in appearance and public perception. During the early 1900s, large ocean liners competed not only in speed and luxury, but also in image. Multiple funnels had become associated with power, reliability, and prestige. To passengers and the public, a ship with 4 funnels looked more advanced and impressive than one with fewer. At the time, some of the most famous and fastest ocean liners featured 4 funnels, creating a visual standard that represented status in maritime travel. Even though Titanic technically only required 3 funnels for its boiler system, adding a 4th helped reinforce the ship's image as one of the greatest liners ever built. This design choice reflected the competitive nature of the era. Shipping companies wanted passengers to feel confident in their ships before even stepping aboard. The appearance of strength and modern engineering mattered almost as much as the actual technology itself. The 4th funnel was not completely empty. However, while it did not handle boiler exhaust like the others, it still had practical functions. It provided ventilation for kitchens, machinery spaces, and other internal areas where airflow was necessary. In essence, it contributed to the operation of the ship, even if its role was different. From an engineering perspective, the funnel arrangement also affected balance and design symmetry. 4 funnels created a visually balanced profile across the length of Titanic. This symmetrical appearance became one of the defining features of the ship's silhouette. Another interesting aspect is how passengers likely viewed the funnels. For many travelers, they symbolized safety and technological progress. The size and number of funnels suggested strength and capability, reinforcing the idea that Titanic was among the most advanced ships ever created. Looking back, the story of Titanic's 4th funnel reveals how engineering and marketing often worked together. The ship was designed not only to function efficiently, but also to inspire confidence and admiration. Every visible feature contributed to that goal. It also reminds us that large engineering projects are shaped by more than technical requirements alone. Public perception, aesthetics, and competition can influence design decisions just as much as mechanical necessity. More than a century later, Titanic's 4 funnels remain one of the most recognizable features in maritime history. Even people unfamiliar with ship engineering instantly recognize the silhouette created by those towering structures. In the end, the 4th funnel of the RMS Titanic was more than just decoration. It was part function, part engineering, part image. A structure designed not only to serve the ship, but also to shape how the world saw it. And rising high above the Atlantic, that 4th funnel became a symbol of an era where technology, ambition, and appearance all sailed together.